Hey everyone, welcome back to Purple Dragons. Last time we cleared out Idle Springs, very fun level. This time we're going to go into Hurricos, which is, and I kind of warned you last time that you're going to be hearing something that's going to sound very familiar. Yeah, save error, whatever. So you got these like little blue guys with electricity coming out between their like antennas and shit. They're got glasses. They're like nerdy guys getting picked on by these like big thugs here, and it's just like, oh man, that sucks. Oh, sucks to be a wimp, right? Those guys even look so muscular and everything. So before we get to the surprising thing, well, you know what? I'll talk about that later. But let's talk to this guy here.
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you can find diodes, you can use them to turn off the force fields.
It's fucking Spongebob.
I think there's a diode around here somewhere, but my eyesight isn't what it used to be.
It's Spongebob before fucking Spongebob. So yeah, basically like the gimmick of this level is to pick up these like diodes, which are those like these shiny light bulb looking things, and then use them to open electric gates. If you would pick them up, that would actually be pretty nice, right? Now there's a skill point we can get here too for flaming all the windmills. And the Ratchet and Clank enemies are in this level too. Because you've got these like small metal robots, and you've got these big orange guys that are carrying wrenches. So there's a lot of interesting things here, to say the least. This is another level that I really just love. It's just so cool. I love the stormy atmosphere. I think the fodder is just cute as fuck, you know. Cute as fuck. Would you die? Thank you very much. Now you do have to be killing lots of enemies in this level, no matter what, because you need a supercharge for... That didn't just happen. That didn't just happen. That didn't happen. You know, that just did not happen. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see anything, and that definitely did not happen. Well, fuck. So much for a deathless run, right? That was just more stupid than anything. That was like major stupoid over there. Welcome to Noob Town, population me. Alright, can we please make the fucking jump? Alright. There we go. Don't forget those gems. Very, very important. But yeah, if you double jump, you can pretty much just skip right to the end of this level. And it's one of those ones that gets, like, very, very broken. But like I was saying, I really like the stormy weather and the high winds and the constant rain. It's just, everything about this is very, very nice. Like, you know I said this in the last episode. I even titled the last episode this, but I would totally sleep here. No, I think all in all, that's part of the reason why I like playing Spyro 2 the most, is that the early game levels are so much more fun than most of the other early game levels. Like Spyro 1's early game is easily the worst part of it. And Spyro 3's early game has like some decent stuff and some not very fun stuff too, so it kind of balances out. But with the exception of Hockey and Colossus, pretty much all of these worlds in the early game are fun, so there's something here. And this game also isn't as long. Now there's something that we can do here, well, something that we can do, something that we have to do here, and it, you know what? I'm just gonna double jump up here. I know you can do it! I know you can do it! I know you can do it! Oh my god, can you actually not do it? Well, apparently I can't do it, because I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Tonight is just not the night for me to be playing Spyro, I guess. Maybe it's just like me subconsciously doing, like, wanting to avoid a challenge that I'm not very fond of. I don't really like this part very much.
Oh, these gear grinder thieves keep taking our lightning stones. If you can replace them all and activate our generator, I'd be very grateful.
Yeah, so this is pretty frustrating because as you can see here, you got these like purple lobster thieves in the bottom right-hand corner. We saw them in the opening cutscene, actually. And, well, basically what you gotta do is you gotta like start putting these like thunderstones, is what they're called, or lightning stones. I can't actually remember. Would you freaking get in there? Holy fuck. But you gotta start putting them in there, and then eventually when you've got enough, like, placed, those fucking purple lobster guys are just gonna come out of nowhere and steal them. And then you have to flame a bunch of them, and then you have to do it again, and you just have to rinse and repeat, and it's really super boring. This is probably, like, the least exciting challenge here. And it's not even, like, bad or anything, it's just tedious. So, if you're really good, you can get, like, 6 or 7 of these guys in one round. Like, you can watch the speedrunners do this, and they're really super pro when it comes to this. You get a 2-cycle here. Anyway, we're just going to pick up our Thunderstones. We're going to evolve Pikachu into the Raichu, or the Eevee into Jolteon. Is Jolteon actually any good? I can't remember, in all honesty. Like, I don't usually like using a lot of pure electric types, because I think that they're just, like, way too weak to ground. Although I've really loved Magneton. Like, Magneton has always been one of my favorite Pokemon. So, but I'm ranting now. Actually, I've got, like, 2 separate thoughts happening in my head. So let me finish the first one here. But is Jolteon actually any good? Because, like, I knew people liked to use Vaporeon, like, back in the Gen 1 days. And then, Flareon was, like, had problems because it had such a high, like, actual attack, but it learned, like, pretty much all special moves. So it was, like, one of those Pokemon that didn't get good until Gen 4. And even then, I don't know if it's any good in Gen 4, because I've never played Gen 4. So, oh my god. They're all coming up at the top. Alright, where is he? But yeah, and my other thought was that, Magneton has always been one of my favorites. And I know that it's got, like, the Steel type, and it's, like, double weak, or, like, quad weak, I guess, to the ground. Oh my god, this alarm. Holy fuck. I guess we're just doing them one at a time now. I've never actually seen this happen before. So, really? Really, man? I can't even finish my thoughts here. Where did you go? There you are. Okay. But yeah, I mean, like... And I don't know why I like Magneton so much. I just always have. It definitely served me extremely well in Generation 2, where Magneton was, like, my most used Pokemon. It was always my highest level. I remember getting it up to, like, level freaking, like, 85. And I'm not one of those people that usually just, like, sits there and grinds Pokemon, you know? But I did with my Magneton. I also did with my Typhlosion, too. But Typhlosion isn't nearly as cool as Magneton is. And I think that's part of the reason why I thought Gen 4 was so off-putting, was because they just added so many evolutions to Pokemon that I felt didn't really need them. Alright. We'll
Thank
finish
you,
this off in a
Spyro.
minute.
I found this shiny thing mixed up with our lightning stones. Please, take it as a reward.
Lightning Stones. I believe you mean Thunderstones, and your SpongeBob's gonna use Thunderstones to evolve his... I can't actually think of anything else that evolves with a Thunderstone, because I'm stupid. Yeah, wow, that's actually really bad. I can't seriously think of any other Thunderstone Pokemon. And then I'm gonna, like, look up other Pokemon, and I'm gonna feel like an idiot. But yeah, I mean, like, they added all these Pokemon that I just thought were so unnecessary. And I mean, like, from a competitive standpoint, it totally was necessary, but... I don't know. Like, I don't usually find myself being, like, a person who's overly nostalgic about things. But with, like, some of the new Pokemon that they added, like, I think Magnezone just looks kinda silly, in all honesty. And same with, like, Electivire and Magmortar. But I mean... Well, I guess Magmortar or Magmar looked pretty stupid in the first place, so I guess it kind of evens out. But anyway, I've been ranting about Pokemon for far too long. I think we've got enough spirits to activate the Supercharge now, which is right over here. I don't think I actually pointed that out, but you need it to break that open and get the rest of the gems on the level. It's like 20-something. You're also going to need it to do this challenge, if you're doing it the legitimately way. Grammar, right? So, You can cheat, and it's a whole lot faster, and I'll show you how to do that later. But for now, we gotta break open these big windmills and hit the switches behind them so that we slow down the turbines. And you can bet your sweet ass that we're gonna have to jump across the fan blades. So, where are you? That was not the right thing to do, although it was kind of cool, so it's not often that you get to kill lots of enemies with supercharge. This isn't Spyro 1 after all, which had a super fetish about making enemies that were both big and metal. If you saw... Jeez, man, that bonk. But if you saw Spyro 1 and you remember the high caves level... Oh, yay, got it. That's actually kind of hard. But like high caves where you had to use the freaking supercharge over and over again to knock out the big metal stag beetles that were, like, scared the shit out of me. Apparently there's a robot I haven't killed. But can you kill that which has no life, truly? I guess you can. I feel so bad about killing these mice in this level because they are so cute. And I think I said that when I was playing Spyro 1 too, because I know that they show up in some of the nasty levels as fodder.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there? The gear grinders are using it to steal our electricity. Please help us by shutting down the machinery inside.
See, it's like not exactly Spongebob because it's a little less gaudy. It's like a lot more earnest, you know what I mean? But it is definitely SpongeBob. But yeah, I don't know how many other, like, voices in this game Tom Kenny does, other than Spyro. Because he's got a pretty wide range as a voice actor. Make sure you talk to this guy.
Spyro, you've done well so far. You can have this little trinket for good luck. If you have any questions about shutting down the factory, just ask me.
Yeah, SpongeBob. Man, there's so many SpongeBobs here. This level's got to be Squidward's worst nightmare. Like, he probably has fucking
The
PTSD
next glides get tricky.
flashbacks.
You'll have to use your hover maneuver to make them. Press the triangle button during a glide to hover and get extra height. Remember to press triangle when you are very close to the windmill, or you won't make it.
Or you can just be a super pro and do it the real way. Like, you know, like that. I don't actually even think I needed to hover there. I probably could have made it hoverless. This one I'm pretty sure you can definitely make hoverless. Yeah, see, look at that. I'm such a pro at this game. Who needs hovering, right? I'll hover there just to be safe. Now, if I did everything else right, this should also give us a skill point right here for flaming the last windmill. So, yay! Okay, make the jumps. Yeah, if you charge, you will get a lot more distance in your glide, so...
Spyro, help! The switch to turn off the gear grinder factory is in that room, but, it's awfully noisy in there.
Really? Really? That's your best excuse? Really? It's noisy? It's not even that noisy! Oh my god, man, what a weenie. This level's got really cool music, too.
Thanks for shutting down the factory. Here, I found this stuck between the gears. You can have it if you want.
Yeah, I never really noticed how good some of the music in this game is, because it's usually just, like, for atmosphere and ambience, but it's pretty cool. Actually, if you go over there, that's how you get back to, like, the end of the level. But we've got something to do first. We need to pick up a couple of gems. And just for the sake of time and pacing in the video, I'm going to double jump and get back up here. So, yay, because otherwise you would have to go all the way around the level again. Now, if you're really pro, there's also a way that you can just basically fall to the talisman room without actually picking up any of the diodes that you need to pick up. So, that's definitely a speedrunning tactic right there. Pretty useful in the any % category, but I don't know. I am nowhere near good enough to seriously run this game. Like, the really super pro speedrunners make this game look a lot easier than it really is. Some of these tricks are really hard.
Spyro, you've deactivated all of the electric barriers. We've been guarding this talisman from the gear grinders. Please, take it as a reward.
The Gear Grinders. That'd be a good name for a band. The Gear Grinders. Not really like a metal band or anything, but maybe like industrial or something. Alright, goodbye, Spongebob. Goodbye. And now the nerds are gonna get their revenge. Ha ha! Man. I was like, here's like one of those really fucking weird things. Like, just fucking why? Right? I mean, like, what's the point of that? But there's all kinds of, like, the NPCs in some of these worlds just do the fucking craziest, silliest stuff. So, alright, I don't know how long this level's been, but I'm actually going to do something else here, kind of because I feel like it. Yeah, just because I feel like it, but also just because the last episode was a lot shorter than I wanted it to be. Like, I don't like videos that are too long, but 13 minutes is a little short, so...
Nice work, Spyro. The orbs you're carrying have activated this special portal. You won't find a talisman in the Ocean Speedway, but if you're fast, you'll get lots of treasure. Have fun!
Yeah, so this is the first speedway. There are 4 speedways in this world, or in this game. Not in this world, that would be crazy. The second world actually has 2 speedways, which I think is like a Spyro freaking first in history. And I'm gonna do this basically the way that it was intended to do. Now later, there's a skill point for beating the speedway in a certain amount of time, and I am going to come back and do it like a faster way. That'll basically be after we beat Ripto, and probably before we do the bonus world, because there's a bonus world in this game, just like in Spyro 1. And so I'm going to do that then and get the skill point, and then just show you like an actual legitimate strategy. But first you start by getting all the rings, and then you do the arches, and then you do the boats, and then the cars. So boats are actually a little tricky because they can you can fall in the water really easily, and then you lose the challenge, and that's very sad. And I am doing this in probably the stupidest way imaginable. Like, normally you want to be like flying into these guys so that you minimize like the distance that they have to travel and you have to travel, and therefore the time that this challenge takes. So now we can just fly over here, if we can fly over here. I want to be charging this way, and I'm gonna run out of time because I'm a noob. So yeah, we got this. 2 more, 1 more. Alright, so that's it. Now, unlike Spyro 1, there is actually another thing that we can do in the Speedway. So you come over here, to where the audience is, because there is an audience here. You get all these fish. Little do they know I'm gonna murder them all! Murder! 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 Yeah! You're gonna die! You're gonna die! You're gonna die! Oh, hey there,
I
babe.
guess now you think you're pretty good. Well, let's see if you're as good as the current champion.
So yeah, there's an orb challenge here.
Alright, Spyro. Meet the course champion. In order to win the race, you must fly through all the rings. Beware if Hunter flies through a ring first. The ring will start to shrink.
So, a couple things I just wanted to say here. She's got pointy boobs, just like Madonna and all of the Ocarina of Time Great Fairies, and by extension Majora's Mask Great Fairies. Second of all, race is such a bad word for this challenge, because you will always finish behind Hunter, unless you're doing like really crazy speedrunning strats. And I think even then you might finish behind Hunter, I'm not actually that sure. Basically, it's just fly through 20 rings, but it's actually a somewhat challenging, like, course. Like, you gotta know which way you turn. And I failed this orb challenge so many times when I was a kid. I thought all of the Speedway orbs were really hard. Except for the second one. The second one's actually pretty easy, but we'll get to that one when we get to that one. This ring in particular is not very fun to go through, because you always end up, like, falling, or, like, you fall because you crash into the wall. Hey, that was a rhyme! I'm a poet and I didn't even know it! Okay, there we go. I almost missed that ring. But yeah, the second Speedway challenge is really easy. The third one is pretty time-consuming, but not that bad. Well, I guess the fourth one is pretty easy, too. I guess it's actually not all that hard at all, but this one definitely did trip me up for a while, the first time I played this game, just like a lot of things.
Great job, Spyro. That was some excellent flying.
Alright, thanks, Spiky Tits. Thanks for the orb. Alright, I'll cherish it always. 13 orbs. 13 out of 13! And quit. So, I guess that about does it for this episode of Spyro 2. I hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. I certainly have, actually. It's felt great to record this. So next time on Let's Play Spyro 2, we're going to kind of mash a couple of worlds together, actually. And you'll see what I mean when we get there next time on Spyro 2. So I will see you then. Bye.